Hey guys, it's David at Finish Line Factory. Got my buddy over here, Alvaro.
What's going on, guys?
Hey guys, David at Finish Line Factory. Behind me is my 2002 Mazda Miata. We're almost done. The microphone is facing backwards. What's up guys, this is David at Finish Line Factory. Behind me is my 2002 Mazda Miata. We just dropped in a built turbo engine, and now we have to run the lines for the remote oil filter, for the oil cooler. Helping me out with my buddy Alvaro, and we're gonna get this shit done. So yeah, let's get to it. We gotta install the remote oil filter. So we're gonna drill that into the firewall. This will help us with, getting better access to the sensor array. And for the filter, I've got an original Mazda OEM filter, but I think I'm going to take that off because honestly, this thing is, who knows how old this thing is, and I'm not so sure if it's the best option. So I'm going to go to the store and buy a good filter. But in the meantime, it's okay to leave it on just for mock-up purposes, to see where everything's going to sit. So let's get started. All right, we're done. We're done. We're done running all the hoses and fittings for the oiling system. It goes now from the engine up to the oil cooler. You know what? Let me show you guys. So it runs from the engine down there, right? Starts there. Runs up to the oil filter housing right here, remote oil filter housing. Runs through the filter, comes out here, loops down this way, down to the oil cooler, which is right here. We're going to add a fan later on, but right now that runs to the oil cooler, then runs from the oil cooler back up, and then runs along this way down to the engine, and there you go. So, good deal. Took us a really, really long time, but we wanted to make sure that we didn't want to worry about the hoses, because these hoses are very, very tough. I wanted to make sure that the hoses were routed appropriately, so I don't have to worry about maybe the suspension components or vibration or abrasion damaging the hose. And I also wanted to make sure that the hoses didn't damage whatever parts they were touching. Because the hoses, the nylon braiding isn't too bad, but if this was like stainless steel braiding or something, the hoses will actually wear a hole through whatever they're touching. And I've already had that happen before on my old 240, where my stainless steel oil cooler lines, the stainless steel braided hoses, wore a hole through my intercooler piping. So I wanted to make sure that doesn't happen again. And this is laid out very, very well, very clean. I also use these, the billet dual oil separators, the billet dual line separators, to make sure that these run nice and parallel to each other, nice and smooth, so I don't have to worry about them possibly rubbing against each other and getting damaged, or possibly rubbing against, routings around these oil, these fuel hoses around here. So good deal, good deal. So next, let's start filling the engine with fluids.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
5W40.
Yeah.
Check for any leaks.
There really shouldn't be.
Yeah. Guess. Was it a full 5 quart?
4.
4?
1 gallon.
What does it take? 4?
Yeah, 4 quarts, but that's only 3.7. Well, it's 4 quarts.
4 quarts.
3.7 liters. You think it's enough oil?
Then you need, and then what? You need another quart to compensate for the cooler, right?
Yeah. It's a lot of Rotella.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Just a little bit. My old kit is kind of rusty.
What is it?
My old setup is broken.
I got you. That's actually the Lyle there.
Remember the Hyperloop? Yeah, they both Lyle.
Are they really?
Yeah.
I never seen.
This is basically like water wetter, but this was like on sale.